Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our review of round 24. While you're watching this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on our thoughts. And as always, if you're not already subscribed, please hit that button also. And as you know, we interviewed Mark Bomber Thompson and the response has been huge. So thanks everyone who watched. We hope you enjoyed it. For those who haven't, we'll leave the link in the description up here. And let's get started with the first game.
Well, I just want to say, before we do get to that first game, how good was that, Bomber? Boys?
Tremendous.
Pretty special.
He's one charismatic dude, but he was good, he was serious, he was fun, he was everything. I just loved talking about, the press conference thing. I still love that. That was my favourite bit. That's why I asked him about it. I was dying.
You asked him 5 questions about it, so yeah, that makes sense.
That's my favourite. I lost my mind over it. Like, everyone's a guy. I think you guys have had a moment that you sort of enjoyed more than when he spoke and so forth.
What was your favourite part?
Well, from a coaching aspect, asking him about the toe poke and
yeah.
what he thought at the time and
Yeah.
how he pushed all the defenders high up, and he asked all day, and eventually he got it.
At the right time,
at the
too.
right term. And then the Nick Davis 2005 semi-final,
He was
where
livid.
that contest and that ball up where all those guns were around the ball, and he couldn't believe Sydney
believe
still
that
walked
thing
through
go,
that.
yeah.
What
Amazing,
about
yeah.
you?
The whole thing, to be honest. But I just want to talk about the comments.
Massive
People
comments.
love Bomber.
They love
I
him.
know.
They love
Yeah.
and people that didn't know anything about him learnt a bit about him and just saw how, the impact he had on actually Essendon and Geelong. Like, it's massive. It's massive. And just, all the footy fans, mate, he's a loved character.
How is this man not in the Hall of Fame? Let's not even.
That's our goal, to get him in next year. Seriously, it's rubbish that he's not in. The AFL, let's not get started. But anyway.
But we got to see the Bomber Thompson off air as
Yeah,
well.
correct.
So
And he's as genuine
I
as
think-
what you saw
yeah.
on
over a pizza,
Yeah.
it was like,
It was the same. He was sitting there. He was sitting in there. It was the same. He was just
Exactly the
opening.
same person.
He didn't put on a show in here, and he didn't put on a
not
show
at all.
out there.
Yeah, not at all.
and made us feel that comfortable straight away.
yeah.
I mean, as soon as you walked in, 2 minutes in, you spoke about your brother, about
Yeah.
how he coached your brother, and already he was just
was
chilled
ready, yeah.
out. It was
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic, mate. I can't speak highly of the bloke more highly.
I
Oh, yeah,
agree.
straight away. And the good thing was, I noticed he'd watched our episodes.
He did. He knew.
He had a
everything
go at you
us.
about the North and the club
Yeah.
corner. He loved that. Had a go at me about the Harry Mackay snapshots. He had a go at you, Geelong Cardinia Park. How it was. And he knew, he watched. He's watched.
His research. He knows his stuff.
Does his homework,
But
mate.
anyway.
Well, hence why he's successful. Anyway.
True.
So Friday night, the round started with Essendon 3-13-31, walloped by Collingwood 16-5, 101.
There's some issues down there. I know you're thinking probably not, but there's some issues down there. Because they were arguing in the rooms after the game,
Yeah.
Essendon players,
They'd be
right?
frustrated, right?
That's fine. I know it probably happens and we don't see it.
Yeah.
But there's got to be something in that, doesn't there?
Yeah.
You're not going to argue for nothing.
What do you,
snaked by
have you
200
heard,
points in
what are
2
they
weeks.
arguing about, you
Yeah.
reckon?
What are they arguing
Well,
about?
look, I don't know. I'm not sure.
frustration, right?
Maybe frustration, but maybe you should have been doing that. You didn't do this, or I don't know. Look, I don't know.
But there's no excuse to get whacked by those margins the last 2 rounds, is there?
200 points. If you add it
yeah.
together, close
2
enough.
2 weeks ago, they were playing to play finals. They win
Incredible.
2 games, they play finals.
There's no excuse.
And they got belted by 126 points and whatever that was.
And
70
let's not
points.
forget, Geelong got them by 85.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
4 weeks ago.
That's nearly 300 points.
So they've been slaughtered.
But we did say, I think you mentioned it last week, Ange, about the coach saying they were cooked.
Yeah.
4 weeks
and
ago.
he blamed, I heard another interview, and he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
he blamed, what's the round in round 5 in Adelaide? Gather round.
No, gather it.
He
Really?
blamed
What?
gather round. I'll try and bring it up. He goes, we went 1 round too long this year.
Okay. Then don't worry about next year because gather round's happening again. So get over it.
That's right. Get over
Are
it.
you serious?
Get over it.
Yeah, he
I'm
mentioned it
staggered
at a
by
press
this.
conference. Goes,
You know what that reeks of? You know COVID times when West Coast was sook and they had to travel?
Yeah.
Look what's happened to them. You need to wake up, Essendon. I'm telling you, bad things are coming if that's the way you think.
It's a bad attitude.
It's a horrendous attitude.
On the other foot, is Collingwood back? Is Collingwood? So you're still not
Well, you
convinced?
can't judge them on that.
No. But I'm asking you.
No.
Mate. Ginnivan.
played right, didn't he?
He's just signed himself into the side again.
I guess in the best 22.
We're
isn't
no hope. We're no hope. But anyway,
I'm not sold yet over Essendon. Win over Essendon. I'll be honest.
no, I'm not saying soul. I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I'm not sold. They've had 4 bad weeks.
I like the way they go about it still.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, they could still win the flag.
They were
not saying they
comprehensive,
can't.
weren't they?
They
Comprehensive.
were, but jeez, that was rubbish, boy. That was.
It was.
poor.
No doubt. No doubt. But you know what? The writing, and you're right, the writing was on the wall when Brad Scott said they're tired.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, he mentioned, like I said at press conference, he said the season's gone too long, 23.
Gather round.
Because I remember when I was working at the AFL, we were discussing gather round.
I did hear that. It was on
and
the
whether
radio.
it was,
I did hear that.
whether
I
it was
did.
going to be an extra round. I wasn't sure at the time, even working as an AFL official.
Let me
You'll
say
be able to
something.
find it, guys out there. You'll be able to find that interview.
I want to say, he's crying about an extra round. Everyone should play each other twice.
I know.
Mate, you shouldn't be
It's either
crying
twice
about
or once, isn't it?
once, right? But look,
Jeez, once only makes it 17 rounds.
And then you have maybe
that'll
a
never
rivalry round to make the 18th round. Maybe. I don't know.
happen. Yeah, but that's 6 games that they don't play. The network, the AFL
Won't
won't be
happen.
happy. That's what I
Won't
mean. So
AFL,
if
TV,
anything, they'll
Yeah, it
want more
won't
games,
happen.
right?
Fox
Let's be
Footy,
honest.
all those.
Yeah. So
Well,
No,
you could play them twice. How many games is that?
36, isn't it? No.
With the new team?
34,
with the
sorry.
new team, the
oh,
Tasmania
well, let's
team.
worry about that then. But
34.
And then
34 isn't
and then you
bad.
Extend the lists out and
No, extend the list.
Yeah.
You can have more
No more
interchange.
practice
that-
matches?
Or, you
No.
know, and
Zero.
no more interchange. What do you call it? That thing that
Subs.
North got
Oh,
done for.
rotations.
You can do whatever you want.
no more
yeah.
boys.
Or do you do no rotations for the first 5 rounds, maybe?
Okay.
And then you bring in rotations.
Whatever. Either way.
Whatever it takes to get to 32 games. 34 games, I reckon. Play each
No,
other
no
twice.
practice matches.
No,
No,
zero.
no,
Round
that-
one's your practice. Your first game.
You can do whatever you want in your own time.
Yeah. But none of
come
these
round one,
official community
Yeah.
March the 1st.
garbage.
The only thing is, it's 12 weeks. You got to find 3 more months.
Yeah, look, that's best case.
I know what you
best
should-
case scenario.
Yeah, and you'll say play 2 games. That could work because then you could do a contract where.
Look, and again,
Two games in a week, mate. They're
Yeah.
whinging now, mate.
no, I know, but again, you go back to NBA. They don't have rounds. They just play until they all play 82 at the
Yeah,
end,
I know
right?
what you mean.
So it doesn't round 30. That's 1910 stuff. Like, we don't have to have rounds, really. Let's be honest.
I know, but you still got to take. You got to.
34 games. That's it. Everyone plays each other twice. It doesn't matter
know,
when
but-
you play them.
Oh, okay.
If you know what I mean. If you play, okay, so if Carlton Richmond's round 1 next year, as it always has been for 10 years, right? Well, then round 18, you play Carlton Richmond again. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's
you
easy
know,
enough.
you just roll it on. You have your derbies, derbies.
Mate, pretty
whatever,
much
or
what it
Bubble
was in the
Bridge or-
1970s, mate.
Yeah, play everyone
80s,
twice. There's
90s.
12 teams, and
When did that stop?
Which one? What?
Playing each other twice.
well, when there was 14 teams.
Yeah.
It stopped then, didn't
So
it?
at the end of 86, and then 87,
87,
Brisbane and West Coast
Brisbane and West
came
Coast came in and ruined everything.
in. Ruined everything.
Unbelievable. Anyway.
Saturday at the MCG, Hawthorn 8-56 lost to Fremantle 14-9-93 in a nothing game that had no bearing on the 8.
Nothing. Poor game by Hawthorn.
I was going to say that. I was
Bad
just
finish,
looking at
wasn't
some
it?
Stats here.
Oh, without Mitch Lewis, they struggled to kick a score. It's as simple
I
as that.
agree.
Like, not that he always kicks 5 or 6, but he's a pillar for him, you know?
You know who smacked them, though? Brayshaw. In the middle,
But
smacked them.
he's a gun player.
No, I'm just saying, though, like, they had no answer for him. He got 33 possessions, and I think his efficiency was right
So
up there.
McGuinness didn't go to him.
I don't know. But
No, he I watched the game, actually. He went to everyone. He went to Sarong. He went to Brayshaw for a
Mitchell
bit.
just sort of
He just, yeah.
Splashed him around
Who's hurting
everywhere.
us now? He went to that person and did the job, but
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if that's the way to go.
no, I don't think so. Look, I guess Sam Mitchell, and you know what I think of him, love his coaching style. He's just trying things out.
Yeah.
This is easy to try things out. We'll get to another game later on that's done my head in, but anyway.
Well, let's move off this game then.
Yeah, it's a nothing game. It's a nothing game.
So Saturday afternoon at Blundstone Arena, North Melbourne, 2012-132, whacked Gold Coast 14-13, 97, 20 goals.
Am you going or am I going?
I'm going
You're
first.
going.
No, I'm going
But it's
first.
vetoes.
I don't care. I can't believe what happened. I can't believe that football club. You know, they say, oh, we tried to win. You had 20 weeks to win. You couldn't win. You wait till the last round to lose the number 1 pick. And Elsa Clarkson, you want to say that only three number 1 picks have played in premierships. What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah, that's
So 3 have done
Make
it.
it 4.
So why can't it be 4? Exactly. Don't bring up rubbish stats like that. You
justify.
You as a club, North Melbourne, should have lost this game. I don't care what anyone says.
When was
It's rubbish.
the last time they kicked 20 goals?
Exactly.
Good question.
And mind you, they were 5 goals down in that game. Mind you.
Good question.
5 goals down, correct? I was 7 goals to 2.
So what's that tell you about the list?
So-
like, What, you just decide to play last round because there's no
I
consequences?
think the opposition
Oh, they're horrendous.
had a bit to say.
I feel sorry
on
for
Saturday.
Damien Hardwick.
Yeah, but how are they 7 goals to 2 up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
And then it finishes off with North kicking 18 goals to 7.
Yeah.
A belting. When I say a
happened
belting, they just got right on top. Simkin in the middle, those blokes, our
Larky kicked
midfield.
9.
Yeah.
That's it.
Larky
They
should have had
kicked it.
11, missed 2 that he usually would kick. So he should have had 11.
I feel sorry for you. I swear.
No,
I'm
no, let
telling
me-
you.
let me-
I really do. I really do.
So I'm just going to defend him on one thing here. I'm with you. I can't believe we're not going to get. We still might get him
Well,
somehow.
yeah,
but
I've got one to
Anyway,
say about that.
but the way Alistair Clarkson's been scrutinised this year enough, so I think if North didn't go out there and have a red and lost that game badly, they're going to look at him and go, "Do you agree or
Yeah.
not?"
They've lost 20
Yeah.
weeks badly. What's one more going to do?
I
It's
know.
not like-
Well, they asked him during the week, and he said,
Yeah.
"Well, we're going out to win. What else are you to say?
Yeah, and that's
we're
it.
going out to
Okay,
lose."
and no,
You never
no,
hear that.
I've got no problem with that. You've got to say that, but it doesn't mean you actually have to do it, right?
I know, but what do you? I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So what?
How a question to both of you.
Yeah.
How do you manufacture a loss?
I know. That's what I'm trying to say.
How do you do it?
If he hang on, I'm going to say
Without
something
making
here.
it look
so
obvious.
you put Larky in the back line, you put
No,
McKay
no.
forward. How do you do it?
One player kicks half your score. Come off for a spell. 11 minutes on the. You
Oh,
try.
I know.
There's a point where you can't. I'm not saying don't take the field. I'm just saying like.
But there's very
Touchy, mate. North, they were
touchy-
they were scrutinising North, and they said in the paper on the Saturday morning too. This game will be scrutinised
Oh.
from head to toe.
So
I'm glad you said that.
Geelong
That's
should put
true.
everyone in for surgery, and there's no scrutiny on them.
because there's no bearing for Geelong.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
but
You
it
can get
doesn't matter.
charged for tanking in a bearing.
So why don't they charge them for the last 20 weeks? I'm just saying, right? Is that fair though?
No,
You
not
charge
20
someone
weeks.
for
But
20
what he's
weeks?
saying is right because Geelong had no bearing. They know that North want Harley Reid. Yeah, like
there was a bearing
everyone
in the
wants Harley
competition.
Reid.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But there was a bearing in the competition. So, yeah, the scrutiny would have been on North.
It would have been,
There's
mate.
a lot of manufacturing.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm disappointed,
is.
and I was
I'm
sitting there,
disappointed.
and I was sitting. I go, look at these idiots turning it on like, making me
Hey,
so
look,
angry.
you know, when it came out when Melbourne were tanking, was it Melbourne?
Yeah,
It was-
yeah,
and
Melbourne,
Brock
yeah.
McLean,
Yeah, he said they were tanking.
we were tanking. I was asked to play full forward for a quarter. I was like, seriously?
See, if
I've
you
no
do
idea.
that, if you start doing that these days,
That's right.
But did they end up with Petrarca? Was that tanking thing? Maybe.
I don't know
maybe
if it
not,
was
I
then.
But I'm disappointed that they had the number one pick sewn up and they go and kick. Mind you,
Can they
it wasn't
still get
even
him?
a
Well,
close-
yeah, they will get him.
Uh,
They still will get him, in my opinion.
how?
What, they'll trade up for him?
Because WA probably won't get a kid that's been adamant that he doesn't want to go to WA.
Oh, yeah.
The pick 2 is a
WA.
WA centre half back, 195 centre,
probably.
perfect replacement for McGovern. They might stick with the home kid.
They
Because if
might.
not, we'll take him then.
Well, that's right.
Anyway, and we need someone like
And
that.
do they
you
want a
lose the risk
replacement
of-
of a Horn Francis scenario? Does West Coast want that?
But that's the thing. North picked up Horn Francis, known as from Adelaide, right? That's the chance you take with anything.
Well,
right?
Harley Reid said the same thing, hasn't he? Hasn't he gone, I'm not moving from
No,
Victoria,
I know,
pretty
right.
much.
But they might pick him up and he might go to North Melbourne in 2 years. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying, anyway.
Look, there'd be no conversation between North and West Coast because again, that's tanking or that's draft
No,
tampering.
now there should
Oh,
be.
my
No,
God,
there
you can't
wouldn't
even
be.
do that now.
No,
you
you
can't.
can't
At the
draft
end of the
tamper.
Jesus Christ.
So what would happen would West Coast wouldn't speak to North. They couldn't. They can't. It's draft tampering.
Even now?
Nah. They can't say,
Until trade
if you're
week or
North and I'm
whatever.
West Coast and I come to you and I say, look, don't stress. We're not getting Reid. You're all good. We're getting... That can't happen. They can't even have the conversation.
But they
So-
wouldn't do, they
but what
wouldn't do it
happens
anyway.
was...
I'll tell you why they also wouldn't do it. Sorry, go continue.
Oh, no, just what happens will West Coast on draft night will just go D, Curtin, Claremont,
Well-
and then North will go, right, Harley
Well,
Reid.
not just that. If
Bendigo,
West Coast
done.
are smart, they'll go, you want Harley Reid? Give us your second pick and give us next year's first, or whatever. Right?
Are you talking about
They'll
pre-
trade for him. Yeah, pre.
Oh, yeah, well, that can happen
Yeah,
too.
so West Coast, if they're smart, will go, you want the number one pick?
Yeah,
Or else
yeah.
we're taking him. Like, whether they take him or not, no one knows,
That's
right?
true. Yep.
So, as a club, you try and leverage as much as you can from North Melbourne. As you
Yeah,
would,
true.
right?
So McKay comes in with pick 3.
3.
Is that what we get
Does
for him?
North trade 2 and 3 to West Coast for 1?
Nah.
No way.
No?
No.
I'd be
can't.
trading 2 or 3 plus maybe
A second
yeah,
rounder.
yeah, or another first round the next year or something.
I'd say give
Yeah,
you
yeah.
3 and a first rounder next year. Yeah, that's fair. No,
I mean,
Future, yeah.
First round the next year, probably top 10 again.
well, that could happen too.
And that's fine.
yeah, because we might improve. I think we will.
Might improve,
but,
but still top 10, mate.
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
10. That's still a decent pick. You're still getting pick 2. You're getting your WA kid. Win-win, right? Let's be honest.
So you're right, but you're right. West Coast might look at it and go, you know what, we need that centre half back type because they've got to
maybe.
replace it.
You hope.
He's a homeboy.
Yeah.
He's happy to
Homeboy.
stay there.
Homeboy.
Yeah, he's a homeboy. Hey,
Yeah, backwards.
hey, brother. So he's happy to stay, right? And Harley Reid wants to stay.
But
in
having
Melbourne.
said that, North will need a centre half back too.
I know, but you still
You
go
could buy
Harley.
one of them.
You can still go Harley Reid though, surely.
I would
You
say.
still go the best player. Jeez.
But is he on board? What is he? I don't know. Like,
He's a mid forward.
He's a
like
hybrid.
in-
hybrid.
okay, so in
mid-forward.
the
Jordan De Goey.
Is he? I've heard
Like
we've heard
can
what?
go forward back.
Dusty.
Really?
Not just the likes of.
Like class act like
I know.
that.
Well, you better pick him up then anyway.
Mate, DeGoey, I'll take that.
I love like draft night. You hear the same players when they get drafted. They say, "Oh, this bloke's like Scott Pendlebury.
Yeah.
Oh, this bloke's like Joel
Yeah,
Selwyn.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, this bloke's your perfect
That's
type."
Shifter Sheehan, isn't
And
it?
what did he say
He's the
about
best of
LDU?
that.
Didn't he say
I don't know.
Was it Trent Cotchin?
I was saying
nah?
Trent Cotchin?
Nah. It was someone else.
maybe it was Joel Selwood, maybe. No?
Nah.
He's a little bit more class than that, isn't he?
was-
Dangerfield? No.
No, it was someone that was like a classy player. I just can't think of it right now.
I
But
do know what you're talking about.
It's
You
a
know,
long
he-
club corner today.
Okay,
anyway,
we've only got one episode.
No, that's true. That's true.
Gabba, the Gabba game, the Twilight Gabba game, Brisbane 9-18-72, nearly stuffed it up. Nearly stuffed their home final.
Yuck.
Secured a 9-6-60. Typical scoreline for a St Kilda game.
12 shots more. They should have won by 8 goals. I'm not kidding either.
Oh, they belted, but jeez, I can't stand St Kilda. Do you
We know.
but that game, did you watch it? You watched
Well, I
it?
didn't watch the
No?
whole-
Okay, so they're behind all game. Yeah, they tried with it, but sidewards back.
Oh, no,
Offensive
I know
and
that.
easy,
I've seen that.
The last 3 minutes, they said, "Oh, geez, let's try and win," and they didn't, but they tried.
Well-
what he's doing, Ross
What are you
Lyon,
doing, yeah.
it's finished. It's not mid 2000s anymore.
Mm.
It's that style does not work. It will keep you in games, but you will not win a premiership.
No, you can't win. I agree.
I'm shown.
Convinced of it. I know you agree now. I think
I agree.
that
Yeah.
they will not win a premiership. They
No,
play
they
finals.
can't.
That's great, but you ain't going anywhere.
And
St. Kilda.
look, you got 9-18.
Oh yeah, if they kick
Like,
straight,
Daniher
like go down there and hit
2
the
yards
post.
out. 2 yards
Oh,
out he
my
was.
God. That's
There's
the
another
worst.
couple that, what's his name, Mr. Cup? Can't remember who it was, Mr. Couple.
Hipwood missed a couple.
Yeah, Hipwood, that's what I was thinking
Easy
of.
shots.
Like, really, let's be honest. Okay, 12 more shots. I should have won by 6-7 goals.
yeah, no, they destroyed them. They really are. I've got a real problem with that. Like
Nine-
Jack Steele, what's happened to him?
Yeah.
He's gone. Oh, I don't know.
Sinclair's their best player.
Oh, he's a star. He's a star. Him and Wilkie.
He
mate,
keeps them,
without
yeah, them
those
two keep them afloat, I reckon.
They're a bad football
So
team
it's a
without those
game
two.
plan that can win home and away footy, but
yeah, but to go
can't
to, I don't
win
think you can go to the next level.
finals
No,
footy.
no.
What are your thoughts on Brisbane?
2 home finals now.
Oh, they're going to make it. Just making me.
Oh,
gonna make
I
it, Granny?
don't know about that.
I think so.
I don't
Of
know.
course they will.
Does my head in.
They win the first week. Against
They
Port
finished the
Adelaide.
season 11-11 at the Gabba.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
know, I
I'm
know.
not sure that they're going to beat Port. That's the only thing. That's the only thing
Oh,
that makes
then,
me think.
Then they can't win the flag. then.
No, that's what I mean.
Obviously.
If they beat Port, sorry, I was going to say,
He's
if they
saying
beat Port, they'll
The
win
first
the pre-
final hinges on them.
Yeah, I think so. Making it. If Port beat them, they're in trouble because then they've got to come here or whatever.
Well, they'll still get a home final, semi-final week,
Yeah,
but then they've got to come
Preliminary
That's right.
final. They,
preliminary
yeah.
final.
they've got to
yeah.
move wherever if they
But
if they get
we'll be
that
talking
far.
about this next week because it's a big conversation. The finals. It's going to be an interesting final series.
I agree.
But that's about it for that game, I reckon.
And I agree.
Saturday night, Geelong 11-13-79, Western Bulldogs 16-8, 104.
I just want to say,
Cats were okay early.
I was going to say, had it under control.
They're okay.
Under control.
It's just not good enough.
They
in the
just-
end. Just
yeah.
ran out of
They're-
legs.
Danger was good early, but he's starting to run out of puff now.
Yeah.
The kids were. They haven't got like. That's the reason why they haven't played. They've got some good kids. They played well.
They looked all right, some of them.
but they can only go for 2.5 quarters.
They
let's
couldn't
be
go.
honest.
Yeah.
Bontempelli and Libbers stood up, and that was the
Is-
end of it.
Is Geelong done for a few years making
I
finals?
think so.
Don't know about a few years, but they need to
Mate,
start.
Hawkins is done. Dangerfield's nearly done.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you.
Well, you got
They've got
Guthrie and
Cameron
Duncan that are,
They haven't. Yeah.
How old are they?
well, they'd be late 20s, early 30s
Tilly's
again.
33.
Oh, no,
Tui.
it's over.
Blitzavs is 33.
Well, actually,
I didn't know that.
I think they go into next season no matter unless
The
they do a
oldest.
massive
Clean out, yeah.
clean out, which they won't. They still have 30 blokes over 30 next year. That's
Far out.
30. 30 for 30.
30 for 30. They'll have at least 5 or 6 blokes still over 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of those kids
Their
okay,
best
but
player's not playing next year. Isaac Smith.
Jeez, he was
he's
good.
been good,
was
mate.
good.
Sensational,
But
man.
you've talked about their bottom few there. Not for me. Some of the bottom tier
they fall
players are
away.
bad.
I think you can say
Bad.
the same about the Dogs. Like their top tier, the 2 or 3 at the top are sensational.
But look at the difference when Libba walks in.
Yeah, but we said that last week. We said he's a human. If Libba or Bont don't play for them, they've got no chance to win the game against a half decent side.
No.
You're right about their bottom 5.
Their bottom 10 are horrendous.
Yeah,
like
you're right about that.
the Scots and Riley West. Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
okay players, but they need to do more than just be okay. They're just. I don't know where they're
We
going.
just say Clay.
Clay.
Clay Smith.
Clay.
Clay Smith doesn't play anymore.
Clay
Clay
Smith.
Thompson.
What number was he, Clay Smith?
14.
Correct.
Yes, 14.
You were going to
left
say 16,
footer. I was
weren't
going
you?
to say 13 actually.
He had that preliminary final.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that was brilliant.
turned it on.
Against
He got in the right
AWS.
spots. He
Yeah.
kicked 5 that night.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah.
That was his claim to fame.
That was
mate.
his, yeah. Got it, yeah, exactly.
But it was,
Anyway.
it was good that the Bulldogs won because it made it interesting.
Last night.
Or else it would have been over Saturday night.
And at Optus Stadium, West Coast 12-6-78, Adelaide 17-21.
My
But the
God.
Eagles were goal for goal for a
Yeah,
little
Good
bit
for
there.
a while, yeah.
38 shots to 18.
How many
20
Tex kick?
9.
9.
9.
Should have had 11.
Same
Just
as
a couple of easy ones.
It was good that Walker and Larkey, like 2 top 4 goal
So who
kickers.
finished up winning Kurnow by?
Couple of goals.
And what did Walker beat Larky by? Is it like
3, 4
3,
goals.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it was.
Oh, he was never going to catch. Well,
he
he
was
was actually in front, but against. Okay, here's a stat for
He
you.
was 2 in front when the game started last night.
Yeah. Nick Larkey. Taylor Walker and Charlie Curnow have both kicked 19 goals, 6 against West Coast this year.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
outrageous.
19, 6, 120.
Spot on.
Spot exactly
Together.
the same. So that's fair in the scheme of the Coleman, if you know what I mean. Like first
That's
and
the
second.
split.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take that away, or you can have it.
Yeah.
So do you say, that was unbelievable by Tex kick 9 against West Coast?
Nah.
Well, you say like you kicking 9 against Gold Coast, mate. Sam Collins and a few others down there. It's a pretty good effort.
Sam Collins
I don't want
got
to talk
beat.
about North,
Got
but,
beat.
Yeah.
but anyway, I'm just making a point. Anyway.
No, you're right.
fair point.
You're talking about West Coast in Perth against versus. I know
Government
what
played,
you
so it's
mean.
a good effort. I mean,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
also got to remember he's 32, 33 Tex, and he's still float. Jeez, he's had a good season.
He
So
has.
we'll talk about teams that didn't make the 8 upcoming.
Yep.
Yeah.
But however, Adelaide missed the 8 probably.
Stiff.
I've heard this said all week.
I
that
said it. Oh,
Go,
was it me?
go.
Yeah, no, go.
Adelaide is the Carlton of last year.
Oh.
Unlucky if you know.
Yeah.
And again, you learn. Hopefully next year they can play fine.
Oh, they
They're
can play
exciting.
fine.
They're exciting.
Yeah.
team.
But I just remember this. You're right. Texas 33. Is he going to be able to stand up again? Because if he
That's right.
doesn't,
Yeah.
if he doesn't, I
He
don't
was
know
the
about that.
catalyst of his.
Mate, he kicked
Yeah.
70.
Yeah.
What? Somebody kicked 75, 77,
yeah.
70.
Yeah, no, he's been great.
Now he does. If he kicks, let's say, kicks 40 next year. Let's just say.
But that's where you
They're in
hope.
trouble.
That's where you hope Thilthorpe and
Thilthorpe.
Philthorpe.
Riley
Thilthorpe.
What's his name?
Ida Buttrose.
What's his
Thilthorpe.
name? Thilthorpe, isn't it?
Tilthorpe.
Tilthorpe now. Jeez, changes every
Ida
week.
Buttrose.
Ida Buttrose.
The 100,
you know
100
what-
metre lisp.
Do you know Ida Buttrose?
Yeah, she won the 100 metre lisp.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we go on, you guys didn't agree with me that Adelaide lost 2 games this year.
Yeah, the last two.
Yeah, well,
Oh, before West Coast, yeah.
They lost the Sydney game,
Yep.
which they should have.
Should have won, yep.
And the Jordan Dawson free kick.
The Jordan
you guys
Daw-
didn't agree with me.
no,
on
I don't
that.
agree with the
no.
Jordan Dawson because that happens
Against
here and
Collingwood.
there.
Yeah, like the point post debacle is a debacle. They should never
The
have
free
lost that
kick,
game.
I don't know.
Free kick happens all the time.
Oh, I think so. He should have got
You
the
know what
free.
I'm talking about, yeah.
No, we understand what you're
And
saying.
that would have been
but-
a free kick 25 metres
And
out.
he kicks a goal, no
and
problem.
it was
yeah.
within 25 seconds
doesn't
of the
miss,
game.
mate. He
ended.
doesn't
No,
miss.
true.
What about the rumours going around? It was all fake. Someone did a fake Channel 7 memo in AFL going around,
Oh, that they got 4. What?
and they said, breaking news, the last 70 seconds of the Adelaide-Sydney game
Replayed.
will be played on Friday night, and the ball will go back to the middle, and the goal will count,
goal.
and we'll replay the 70
Could you imagine the
70
uproar?
seconds.
That'd be great though,
I think I took a photo of it on my phone. I might just give it to you, see if
Okay.
you can.
because if they win that game, they play finals.
Whoever
So who
made it
misses
was
GWS?
Whoever finished eighth, Sydney.
Sydney miss out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that's not like again. They should have been playing finals, Adelaide. Let's. be
but they're
honest.
not.
should have been.
They're not.
No, well, not because.
But Sydney should not have been.
I know
Because they lost.
Spoke about that.
Yeah,
last
they've
week.
lost
Yeah,
on
I
a
agree.
clerical error, or they've won on a clerical
Clerical error.
It's a
Clerical
clerical
error.
error.
That young Clark,
Receptionist.
that young receptionist, Clark, whatever they're called.
Ryan Clark.
Yeah, Ryan Clark.
So Sunday footy, the first game Port Adelaide 13-16-94 did what they had to do over Richmond 8-15-63 by 31 points.
Well,
Tigers were good.
Richmond were good early, right? And I kept watching. I'm thinking they're up and about, but I just felt that Port still just. I know it was even. They got a goal in front, then they got in front Port, but I just felt I could see Port was just building. You know, just they're going to take control.
Richmond had their chances, though.
They did.
Had their chances to skip a couple goals clear, and yeah, it changes the game because Port were a bit timid. Like,
Yeah, you know
they
what,
were
I think
getting injured.
that's
they
what
were
I
playing
mean.
Finals, right? And that's okay. But, geez, I don't know. I
Do you
thought Richmond.
want to
were
have a
right.
2-week break before the finals?
No,
We haven't discussed this yet.
no, we're getting to where we need to discuss it. But anyway, I just reckon. I like what I saw from the kids. Like, it's good that rewild.
They're
coach
okay,
from the
Richard.
guy.
They're in an okay
They're
position.
They're okay.
And they'll have a new coach next year.
I don't think they'll play finals next year again.
You reckon
Yeah,
they
well-
can win Is 13 gets you in the 8 nowadays?
No, I don't think they're good enough. Martin's
probably
going to have to turn it on again. It's simple as that. No
Richmond
Rewalt,
or Gold
no
Coast?
Cochin. Is he going to Gold Coast, is he?
I don't know. Is he staying at Richmond?
I don't know. Well, I'm assuming he's staying at
Well,
Richmond. I shouldn't assume.
So if
should
you're
I?
Dustin Martin, what do you do? If you have an option, do you stay at Richmond or go to Gold Coast?
If you're offering me a good packet,
Yeah.
Well, they've done it before, Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I'd
that's-
go.
that's what I'm- you'd
Yeah,
go?
if I was him, I'd go.
He's done
would-
everything he can at Richmond.
You say he would go. Should Gold Coast do the right thing and ask?
They should, mate.
should
and,
ask.
And with
Yeah.
Damien Hardwick there, what wouldn't you consider and go, let's help him? I'll help Gold Coast. All right, I'll come. Hardwick, I'll
Dion
come.
Prestia back to Gold Coast?
That's what they were saying. That's the other thing.
I wouldn't take him, I'll be honest.
Why?
Really?
30 years of age. What do you want to
Is he 30, is he?
A slow
I know.
midfielder like that. You've got round ends. That's enough. You got if you were to get Dustin, you're still going to get a top 4.
But is it getting
Took
loud,
now.
the Dustin thing, or not really?
I mean, his ex-coaches there. You've got to consider it, right?
Well,
I would.
You reckon that Hardwick's not in his ear? Of course he is.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
He's still got a bit to show. He's still got some toe.
Is Ablett leaving Geelong going to the Gold Coast bigger than Dustin
Yeah.
Martin leaving Richmond to go to the Gold
because
Coast?
that wasn't at the end. Then.
No.
He was
No?
27 when he went to Gold Coast in his prime, Vito. He's 32.
While we're
Dustin
on that,
Martin.
who's a better footballer? That's a good question, mate.
Silence.
Martin
Martin
by
whisker. By whisker.
Oh, I'm with you. I think
By
Dusty.
Gary Hocking.
I think Dusty's
Yeah,
better.
by that much. Though.
Just reckon he could, yeah.
Just got more tricks in the bag.
Just a few more
I
little
don't know
tricks.
about the tricks, but he's proven. Like he's won 3 Norm Smiths. For me, that's big.
Does the Norm Smiths get it across the line?
Hey,
Premierships are massive. It's hard
I
to
think,
win premierships. Like he
Well,
won a Brownlow too.
going-
who said it's hard to win premierships? The bloke that said here last week
Yeah,
said when you win,
Bomber
he goes,
says that,
when you win one, you savour it.
Doesn't matter what level.
That's right.
So he was
did.
best on ground in 3. That's massive.
For me,
I think when he went forward, he was better than Gary Ablett when he went
Yes,
forward.
yes.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
gets me
Mate.
across the line.
you told me
Ablett was a
one,
better midfielder.
probably.
I think.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think-
fair
I
call.
think.
But you told me one-on-one, I've never seen Dusty lose. And if he doesn't mark it down to ground and someone's going to
we
kick,
know that.
or it'll come down and he's so quick on his feet and to get down and
But
go.
all
It's
the
okay.
good gun
we,
mids,
we all said Dusty. It's all right. You
all
know?
the good gun mids go forward, and
Dangerfield,
yeah.
Dusty, yeah.
well, Petrarca now.
Petrarca.
He goes forward. He's
See, I
unbelievable.
think Dangerfield and Petrarca are still below those two.
Yeah.
Say it again. Sorry.
Dangerfield and Petrarca below Ablett and
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not,
that's
they're
fair
not in that
enough.
category
Oh,
for
watch.
me.
Dangerfield can't kick.
No.
No, we know
I've
that.
said this for years.
But what's wrong? Every ball he kicks is like
It's wrong. He kicks it on top. It goes floats.
Number 9. Go.
the second game, the middle game at the SCG. Sydney 7-14-56, Melbourne 11-11-77, 21-point margin.
Here we go.
Sydney had a touch of the Ross Lions. I don't know what they were doing.
Sydney aren't like that though.
They are. They had 3 goals at half time. They kicked 4 in the third quarter, first 4, and then that was it.
Kick badly, though. And Melbourne put the clamps on them.
They did.
It was tight, wasn't it?
Oliver and these blokes just every contest he in, they got hit hard like that, and they got hit hard again. They wore Sydney down, in my opinion.
As
they
far
wore
as they
Sydney
can,
down. Still my boy.
Yeah.
So they had a crack Melbourne on a finals contender
Yeah.
before a final.
And thought,
I
you know
love
what?
how they went about
let's
it.
go. Let's go.
I love
and
how
hit
they
'em
went about
like
it.
let's hit them like a brick. Excuse my language, shit house,
Yeah.
right? And let's get them hard, and let's see what happens. And exactly, there you go.
They wanted to get Petrarca the Brownlow, so he's won it. The 3
Really?
votes again, yeah, he was best on ground.
You reckon he'll win it?
Yeah, now he will.
He'll pass Bont as well.
Yeah, touch and go with those two, but Dacos is done because he missed too many games.
Maybe.
He can't. Jeez, if he wins it, there's something wrong, I reckon.
If he wins it, he would have had to have
No, I
been
agree.
15 votes in front.
I think Sheasel wins the Brownlow personally.
Suffice your comment about Melbourne not having a crack, or not Melbourne,
No.
teams not having a crack in the last round, and your theory, you're spot on. Melbourne didn't do it.
Yeah.
Melbourne went hard.
They
and
went
whacked
hard.
a finals contender. Like,
Yeah.
not whacked on the scoreboard,
So,
but
so can I have my rebuttal? Melksham did his knee. Out for the season.
that's
Oh,
not
he's
true.
done, is he? Because I didn't know what he's injured. I know he got
They
injured.
said suspected ACL. At this point, we don't know, but...
Is that a big loss?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
I said to my, I was saying this to my mum yesterday, talking about it. 'cause,
He's
you know,
been good for him
I
the
said,
last 6 weeks.
what are they like? I know he walked away. I think the saga. He walked away in the drug saga.
Yeah,
if I'm
he
not
did.
wrong,
He did,
He's
yeah.
a good footballer, mate. He's smart. He can kick.
30.
He's got good mark.
That's
Is
okay.
he?
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was 30. I thought he was
But
like
the thing
26,
is,
27.
Melbourne for 6 weeks have been searching for that forward, right?
Well,
They
Fritz, Fritz is...
He's a gun fridge.
No, we know that, but they won't. But he's injured, right? He came back yesterday, but they were searching for that second forward, right? They tried Grundy, they tried
Spargo.
Shaki. Everyone, right?
And small forwards I was
Small
struggling
forwards,
with as well.
Everyone had a crack. He was the only one that stood up and kicked goals and helped them win games, right? So he's very important to Melbourne at this stage. Remember, it's round 24, finals next week. So that's a huge loss, right? And again, a game you didn't need to win. I'm not saying it could have been
Okay,
anyone. It
let's
could have
talk
been
about the
Petrarca. It could have been,
ramifications.
it could have been gone.
Yeah, Melbourne won and still finished fourth. They lost, they would have finished fourth.
Exactly.
Sydney, had they won,
Would have had a home
help me out
final.
here, they would
Yeah.
have finished
Home final six.
Sixth or fifth potentially if Carlton.
and they would have played St Kilda instead of
Correct.
playing.
Now they play Carlton in an away final. So.
It's over.
Did we say that Carlton, we'll talk about Carlton, of all the four teams, the least team going to play Sydney? Did we say that last week?
Yeah, because they're a bit dangerous. But
Bit
anyway,
dangerous, but I don't think they are now.
Anyway.
But yeah, Melbourne, again, just did what they had to do. Well, they didn't have to do anything, let's be honest, but just too good, mate.
No, but I like Vito's analogy. They went in, they hit a finals contender hard, hit
hard.
them with everything.
choked them. in
North
the-
used to do that in the 90s.
yeah, I remember.
Last round of the year, they're still whack sides.
Yeah, I know, but that was a long time ago. But I think we're a bit...
Footy has changed.
Well, see,
but the theory
The
on it,
the theory
Dynamics
of
and
it,
the
the principle and the
theory, yeah,
theory, correct. I
but
agree with that.
why do they manage
Totally.
players throughout the year then? So they don't get injured. So manage Petrarca and Oliver
yeah,
and
but
gone. I don't know. I'm
but
just...
hang on, I know what you mean, and we're going to get on this again. But Malcolm, he did an ACL. He didn't do a hamstring.
No,
or
no, no.
do a
I
groin
understand.
That can happen any time.
But
It
I'm
could
just
happen in
right.
the first 5 minutes of the first final.
I'm just using
right.
him as an example, right? So if that happened to Petrarca and Oliver or gone, bye-bye. You're
So if it happened to Gone, it's gone. Bye-bye.
Gone.
Gone.
But it didn't, luckily, right? It happened to someone else. But it could happen, right?
Yeah,
Like,
fair point.
I don't know, rested. Like, Dion Prestia was rested for the last game of the season. Why? Is it because they
Dan-
want to trade him to Gold Coast
Maybe.
so he doesn't get injured?
Maybe.
So there's
you don't know.
bearing on for Richmond. They turn a blind eye on that.
It's wrong, though.
What do you think?
It's so
Hawkins
wrong.
didn't play, and
Yeah, that's my point.
Cameron and
All of them. Rowan.
LDU.
7 out. Oh, dear. Yeah, Elton. Okay.
we had a surfing accident
Yeah.
because we all go surfing on a Tuesday afternoon,
Yeah,
don't
correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a surfing thing in Tullamarine, but anyway, that's another story.
we? It's a good place. That
It is.
6 o'clock game or the 6:10 game was I won't say the score yet. Carlton versus GWS. The scenario was
GWS needed to win to play finals. Carlton didn't have to do a thing. Didn't even have to show up.
and GWS got the job done.
Okay.
How'd Kerno go?
Kicked 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, won the Coleman, that was it. They weren't
That was
interested
it.
after that. You boys watched the game. No interest, Carlton. You
no,
saw it,
I
right?
agree. But I want to. What was the score, by the way?
11-7-73 Carlton, GWS 16-9, 105. The margin was
32.
32 points.
Do I have to get up?
Carlton Club Corner.
I've got to make a call. No, I've got to make a call. If that number 4 for GWS is not in the All-Australian side, I'll spew up like Terry Wallace. I will spew up. He
has to be.
is an absolute superstar of the AFL, and you can argue with me until the cows, the horses, and the goats come home.
Goats.
Mate, he is an absolute... Did you see him? I'm not saying whether Cullen's interested or not, that's another argument, right? And I agree with you. But the bloke's just a star. He doesn't get enough accolades for me.
No, he
I don't
does.
No,
know.
he doesn't.
The only reason why he doesn't...
reckon he
is
does?
For 3 or 4... Yeah, for 3 or 4 years, he did some bad things.
That's
Okay.
that's why.
That's why.
Okay, so did Wayne Carey smacking blokes there in one season. He was
He
smacking
was.
blokes
Remember
all
that
year.
year he kept getting
Yeah,
reported?
just smacking blokes.
Yeah, but not like that. He's done it over 4 or 5 seasons, Toby.
I just
Yeah,
watched
let's
him
be
last
honest.
night and going, "You're a genius. You are a genius." The two Greens are geniuses.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tom
about-
Green is a...
What about the recruitment of Bedford? No one ever talks
Toby
about
Bedford
him.
couldn't get a game at Melbourne. Struggled.
He was sub 10 times last year for Melbourne. And Kingsley thought, you know what, I need another midfielder. How good was he? Well, how good's he been?
Kingsley's better than he's smart. Adam Kingsley knows, mate.
Yeah, he's good.
He does. Yeah.
So you're going to give GWS any credit, or are we just going to say Carlton threw in the towel?
Again, you just watch the game. I think you saw the first 5 minutes. Carlton were up and about. They want to give him his 2 goals. So they can win the Coleman,
yeah, I
right?
agree, but I think they
And
still
then
had a
they-
crack.
Hang on.
I think so too.
Really?
No, not fully.
The
Not,
last quarter.
no,
Carlton
not the
forward
last
and-
quarter. No, not the last
not
That's
the
quarter.
what I'm
last-
saying. No, but I'm just saying they had a crack because you just don't go out and stand there like
Oh.
a statue, right?
No.
But my point is like, okay, I wouldn't have played Kerner, I wouldn't have played McCarthy, I wouldn't have played all the right. Wiedering
Hurt
dislocated
his finger, yep.
Right.
He'd be all right, though.
Anyway,
Saad.
Akers,
Saad.
yeah, Saad hurt his foot. Akers hurt
Akers.
his shoulder, was subbed out. Kemp in the end had his hand in ice.
Be nice.
For a nothing game, that's a big. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
All right.
The game played out and reeked of and finished as a team needing to make finals.
And one that
versus a
didn't.
team
Yeah.
that had no bearing.
They went at
was my
100 miles
point.
an hour,
And
GWS, mate.
And they had to. Absolutely.
Good on 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
glad
Bloody
they
hell,
won.
good on them. Yeah, I'm wrapped because the dogs are out. That's what I'm wrapped about.
that too.
But I'm just disappointed that
So who do they play, GWS? I know we're going to talk about that.
St
but
Kilda.
They're going to play St Kilda.
Bob St Kilda, by the way. Yeah,
It's at Marvel.
I don't care if it's in
Is it
Timbuktu.
No, sorry.
MCG, isn't it?
It's at the MCG.
I don't
They
care if
want
it's
it-
in
They still
Timbuktu.
want it at Marvel, and I think they knocked that on
Yeah,
the
of course
head.
they want it on Marvel St Kilda. Let's just...
Yeah.
Who would have
Let's
thought?
hug 'em.
Who would have ever thought St Kilda played GWS at the MCG in a final?
I know. Them.
No, you wouldn't have thought that. But
They will be giving away tickets.
Oh, that's
next
one
week.
of the ugliest games you'll ever want.
Nah,
to
but I want
watch.
GWS to crush them.
So do I. I
They
want St Kilda
can.
out.
They can beat them. GWS.
They can.
Tom Hogan. Tom Hogan.
Tom Hogan.
Again, Tom Hogan.
How comes that?
Why does Tom Hogan come up every
Because
time?
he's an all-rounder. And I think he's
He
a golfer
said Tom
too.
Hogan.
He's a golfer too, I think.
Is he Tom
American
Hogan?
golfer in the 80s.
But Tom Hogan cricketer we're talking
Yeah,
about.
cricketer, but I think
Tom
there's a
Hogan.
Tom Hogan that played
I'm glad you
Jesse
said Tom Hogan.
Jesse
Jesse
Hogan.
Hogan. Yeah, what about him?
He's playing good footy at the moment. He's revitalised.
Tell this bloke.
Don't you think he's
I told you,
revitalised?
remember 6 weeks ago, he's going all right.
I'm not saying he's setting the
Still
world
trying to
alight.
get over. He said Tom Hogan. I love it.
Tom Hogan again.
You were having a crack at me. We said Tom Hogan all year.
But also,
Tom Hogan.
Carlton, jeez, they had no, like Sam Taylor was laid out, right?
Yeah.
I thought then, okay, they're in
They're in
strife here.
And not, again, you saw Kerr now, not interested in
No,
the
I
second
agree with
half,
you there.
right?
But
And nor should he be.
Now,
If
let
he gets
me-
injured, it's over.
let me say, I was going to say, because I had it in my head, and then why does this man, what number is he? Is he who's number 44 for Carlton?
Matthew Owies.
Always.
Why does he was going bananas yesterday. Are you kidding me, mate?
Can't stand how he celebrates.
Yeah, I don't
If
like
you
it.
win the flag
stand it.
and he does it,
Yeah, no
I'll
problem.
go good on you, mate.
Kick
Good
3
on
in the
you.
grand final, and I'll be the first one to bow you, but I don't like it.
Is
Cut
he all
it
right?
out.
Is he all right?
Nah, cut it out.
You're playing against
I don't
the
like it
game
properly.
meant nothing to them,
Nothing.
to Carlton I'm talking about.
It didn't.
Why are you holding your
Oh, the
jumper
only thing it meant was getting Charlie Kerr out of the
Okay.
Coleman. It's a fact. You saw it. The first 2 minutes, they were up and about, and they got
Anyway,
some goals.
Still 45,000 in the house.
Yeah, I know. To see that, it was good to see. It
But
was
your
pretty
supporters
exciting.
weren't happy at the end.
Were they? Because they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why would you be? Again, this is the.
Yeah, but you didn't care.
No, I didn't care, but
I'm
I'd be
just
playing
saying-
18 reserves players. This is what I told you last week, right? Why give false hope? Let everyone show up and then trot out that rubbish. Second half, no interest.
Okay, a question
do
to
you,
you.
do you agree or not?
Yeah, sort of, but a
If
question
you're going
to
to
you.
play everyone, play.
Yeah.
Because you're out there, right? Don't give me this rubbish
Yeah.
and let the supporters down like
Fair.
that. That's crap.
But question to you. Can that move on to the next week without me? No, I'm just saying, can it happen?
Yep.
It can.
I think
I don't
it
know.
can.
Finals are 2 weeks away.
Okay. No, I'm just,
I don't think
just
so.
asking the question. I'm putting it out there.
So then,
Yeah, it can. It can.
Are you, we're not talking finals yet, so we're not going to get into it. But I've got plenty to say about the game Carlton's going to be involved in when we talk about
yeah,
it.
but I mean, so they rested Cripps, Doherty, should have rested a few more, but just no interest.
Anyway,
I don't know.
anyway, good on GWS.
Yeah, good
and I
on
think
you.
they'll.
They did well to make finals because
Absolutely.
we didn't think they'd
Didn't
make
see it.
Didn't see it
I
coming.
think 1 week, all of a sudden, about 6 weeks out, we thought, they're in there hating.
I said
he said they could win the flag.
I was
Win
gonna
the
say that.
flag.
Imagine they go from here and
Oh, no, that's, I'll bow down.
will you
mate.
bow to me then? On camera, I want you to bow to me and go, you are a genius.
Imagine that. If Collingwood played GWS in the grand final, he can't lose.
Yeah, true. Oh, jeez.
true.
We'll be doing the show with vomit bags.
I will say, I called the premiers all year and I said they could win it, but they made it.
Okay. I won't say that.
No?
We'll leave it for next week.
No, okay.
Neither of us had GWS in the 8.
Nah.
Be interesting to go back and see our 8s.
We might do that during
We
the
might
week.
do that
might
during
do
the
that.
week.
That's a
and have
good
look.
idea, actually.
We won't go through any finals. Should we talk about the finals matchup so everyone knows who's playing who?
No, we should.
That's a surprise.
Next week's. Yep. No one knows yet. AFL don't know. It's going to change.
Well,
One plays 8 and...
you're going to ask me something or you're going to leave that out?
Oh, so we'll leave it for next week.
Okay. No problem.
Because I forgot anyway.
Right.
No, but I really want to leave for next week.
Okay.
But,
No problem.
yeah, that's season 2023. Home and away.
Done.
Amazing. eh?
Longest season in history.
In history.
So that was our final review of the home and away season. And hopefully your team made the finals. Yours didn't. Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the finals.